Hello and welcome to this presentation of web reports for Sage. My name is Ara Martirossian and I'm going to show you how to share your Sage data in a live environment via a browser, either on your PC or your mobile smartphone on the road. So where can it be used? Well, in this presentation I'm going to use Sage data, but it could be used for any other kind of data source. It could be based on an Excel spreadsheet, a text file, a CSV file, Microsoft Access, or the popular MySQL database, which is used in lots of different applications like shopping carts, internet shopping carts like Magneto and so on. You can also access things like Microsoft SQL Server. So if you're using one of the other Sage products like Sage 200, 500, 1000, Sage CRM, or a whole load of other applications that use that database, then web reports is a very easy way of sharing that data with everybody using a simple browser. So for this presentation I'm going to show you the data being accessed from a PC, but it could just as easily be accessed on the road using a smartphone, either an iPhone, iPad or an Android device. And the clever thing about it is that it resizes the queries to fit the screen size that's available. So we'll have a look at that in a second. So how can you use it? Well, you can use it wherever you need to see live data. And I'll demonstrate that in a second by actually processing an invoice and just refreshing the data so you can see it's all live. It's very secure. It's based on username, logins and passwords, and menus are used to restrict access to particular areas. The data can be presented in different formats, including list, which is the default format, but they can be shown in card format and in graphics as well, and we'll have a look at some of those in a second. The software comes in three flavors. The standard flavor allows you to share the data internally within your office environment. The second one is an add-on service which then allows you to deploy that data to smartphones out on the field, and all they need is an internet access to be able to get hold of the data and view it live. So if you've got salesmen on the road, for instance, they can then see whether an account is on hold or whether an invoice has been paid or the status of a particular order. And the third version of the product is the advanced version, which has a Sage correction facility within it. So you can use it to inquire on things that have already been posted in Sage, and with one click be able to reverse those out. So for example, reverse out an invoice or reverse out a nominal journal or something like that. And the best part is that all of these inquiries can be easily exported to Excel with just one click. So let's have a quick look at the product. So the first thing I need to do is log in. So this is just my browser screen for it, and what I'll do is I'll log in as Ara, who is the administrator on this particular system, and I'll just log in quickly, and there we are. So the first thing I can see is that it is available with menus at the top. So I've got a very simple menu at the top which says top 5. So if I go and have a look at the top customer sales, that will then go off, have a look at the Sage information and immediately bring back the top 5 sales. And this could be top 5, top 10 or any way that you want it to be. So I can see that, for example, Kin 001 is sitting here in 4th place at just under £20,000. So what I've got is I've already got an invoice set up in Sage for SDE 001 in this particular case, and they're sitting, I think, in 5th place. Let's have a quick look. There you are, they're there. So what I can do is process that invoice and see that just jumping up. To prove that it's live, I'll just update that invoice for £9,000 and off it goes. And it's now posted that to Sage, it's now processed, and if I go to Sage on the browser in web reports and refresh that, you can then see immediately that that's now gone up. Very simple. So it's live data, and this is just graphics. Now if I wanted to have a look at that in Excel, I can just press the Excel button, and that will then automatically go and take the data that's available and open that in Excel for me to do whatever I want with. And that's available to us through all of the inquiries that we'll have a look at in a second. So that's graphics, immediate updates, and Excel to Sage in one button. So let's have a look at some of the other facilities that we have available. So in that case I was looking at top customers, but I can have a look at the top product sales. And in this particular format, again, we're talking graphics here and we can scroll through them. Or I can have a look at the purchase ledger. So this shows me my suppliers in contact card form. And again, I can just scroll through those. Or if I prefer, I can have them in list format for my sales ledger. And the beauty here is that these are hyperlinks, so I can just click on that and immediately start an email or go to a particular website. And the sections up here are user definable, so there's some default applications and reports that can be deployed, so they could be in the project region or in the stock region. And in the advanced version, you've got the Sage correction module, which is based on the Excel to Sage product, and that then allows you to update your sales ledger, purchase ledger, or reverse sales invoices, or nominal ledger, or anything that you want to do really. So very useful. So what I'm going to do now is actually just come off that and switch over to my iPhone format. So if I go to my desktop and bring my iPhone to the desk for us to have a look at. There it is. There's my iPhone live. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go over to my iPhone and do exactly the same thing over there. So I'm going to log in as Ara. Have the case right. Put the password in. And log in. And there we are. I'm at the same screen. If I now just go and have a look at my, I don't know, purchase ledger, which is what we looked at on the desktop, there it is. There's the same card. I can then just scroll through it. Or if I wanted to, I can go and have a look at my top. And let's have a look at my top customer sales. And there you go. Again, that's live on my iPhone as it was before. So, let's go back to the presentation. So, hope you'll agree that it's very quick and easy to use, and it's very cost effective. Very simple exports to Excel, and it's incredibly easy to set up. Typically less than an hour to get up and running live with it. You can use any data source. So in this example I've used Sage 50, but we could use it with anything else that you may have available, including your own internal databases that are available. It can be changed very quickly, and new queries can be created. There are various different add-ons. So for example, we've touched on the Sage corrections module, which allows you to reverse data out in Sage with just one click. And overall, it makes sharing of data with your stakeholders, employees, and external people very, very easy, in particular salesmen on the road. Thank you for your time, and I hope you found that of interest. Please feel free to drop me an email at ara@exceltosage.co.uk to discuss your requirements, and we'll be more than happy to see how we can help. Thank you.